Hey y'all, welcome to It Girl Uncensored. It's your girl Cece, the pop culture It Girl. This is Tico, pop culture It Dog. Cause period. Look, say hi. You my co-host today. Y'all look at his little shirt. Look what it say. It say, God got me. Right? Cause all dogs go to heaven, right? Well, some. It's a little devil around the corner. I don't know where he going, but it ain't heaven. Anyway, got my money robe on because I need some money, so I need it to flow my way. So I need you guys to like and subscribe to the channel. The channel is growing. What do I always tell you guys? Everybody and their mama and their grandma and their uncle and their daddy and their cousin and their ancestors is on YouTube. There is room for everybody, so please make room for me. Operation Get CC out the plant. Like and subscribe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into some things. Are you my co-host today or not? Are you my co-host today or not? Not. Okay. You are? You staying? Alright. We'll see. He's not. He left. He left. No, you stay there. No, I'm doing the show alone. Period. Nicki Minaj did not make the list today because she has so much going on. She has to have her own separate video. So stay tuned for that because baby, she's been in the news heavy. So look out for that one. But in other news, all right, first on the docket, let's send our condolences to Mariah Carey, you guys. Mariah Carey lost her mother and her sister on the same day over the weekend. The cause of deaths are unknown at this time, but it said that her mother had passed away and her sister passed away later in the day, I believe. She was able to spend the last week with her mother, so no one knows what happened. She does have an estranged relationship with her sister, and she's always had a complicated relationship with her mother. Just to give you guys a little backstory, well, at least on her sister. I know her sister was in the news. Actually, a couple of was it last year maybe? Her sister was diagnosed with the honeymoon in Vegas, if you know what I mean, and she, struggled with drugs and talked about how her sister doesn't help her and all that other stuff. But I know Mariah distanced herself from her sister. If you read her book or ever get a chance to check it out, she did mention that her sister pretty much tried to trade her in a transaction for drugs when she was a child. It's a lot. So she really doesn't have a relationship with her sister. As far as her mother, I want to read you something from her memoir before to describe her and her mom's relationship. She said, like many aspects of my life, my journey with my mother has been full of contradictions and competing realities. It's never been only black and white. It's been a whole rainbow of emotions. Our relationship is a prickly rope of pride, pain, shame, and gratitude, jealousy, admiration, and disappointment. A complicated love tethers my heart to my mother's. And she dedicated the memoir to her mom, which her mom name is Patricia, and she called her Pat. And to Pat, my mother, who through it all, I do believe actually did the best she could. I will always love you the best way I can. Always. And that's just bittersweet. It's bittersweet. That has to be hard to have a complicated relationship with your mom. I should know. No shade. Hey, mama. And she's also said that I've emancipated myself from bondage several times, but there is a cloud of sadness that I suspect will always hang over me, not simply because of my mother, but because of our complicated journey together. When I tell y'all I understand that completely, like word for word, it just hit so close to home. Maybe we'll have a different topic about that and how to navigate, because I wonder what her emotions are, especially towards her sister. Because at least her and her mom's relationship seemed like it was like, it may have been touch and go, but it was still somewhat of a relationship there. That's where she got her vocal ability from, by the way. Her mom was an opera singer. But her and her sister, or her siblings' relationship is obsolete. So what happens when you are on the outs with your siblings and your sibling pass away? Like, how do you process that? I don't know what that's like, but I know that I don't talk to my siblings on my birth father's side. This isn't enough to make me want to talk to them, though. No shade. I just feel like certain relationships you want to salvage, then those are the ones that you like, well, life is too short and you reach out. And there are other relationships where it's just like, I can go the rest of my life and never speak to you ever again, and I will be perfectly fine, and I sleep beautifully at night with my beautiful sleep mask right here. And that's how I feel personally. And let me know if you guys feel the same. And I don't think that's me being negative. That's just me being very, that's just me being honest. And I just disassociate myself from negativity and all of that. People, no. No. We just do not. We have a non-existent relationship. And like Mariah said, I emancipated myself from the bondage. Period. But, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Like, are any of you out there, like, have any, complicated relationship with your parents or your siblings? And, do you think about, dang, what happens if they was to pass away? How would I feel? But anyway, this is not about me. Shout out to Mariah Carey. We're sending condolences to you, girl. Hopefully we get some information on, like, maybe what happened and how did they end up passing away on the same day. That's tough. But anywho, good news, we spotted Wendy Williams. You guys, we have not seen Wendy Williams or heard a peep out of her for over a year. Like, she has not been seen. Like, aside from that treacherous documentary on Lifetime, I didn't watch it. I could not stand to watch Wendy like that. The clips alone was heartbreaking. I was able to get the highlights, but Jesus Christ, it just was too much for me. But she was spotted out with a fan in New Jersey, her and her son, which is nice to see her and her son together, because they said that there was a little bit, their relationship was estranged for a while too. Wendy Williams has been under guardianship, but her family's not a part of that. And so, it's true. The last time we heard, her guardianship was up for review. And because the person that was in charge was just like, I think, just spending all her money. Like, it just was not taking care of business and just keeping her away from her family. Like, it was just a lot going on with Wendy. We have watched the decline of Wendy, and it's very unfortunate because we need her voice more than ever right now in pop culture news. But it's good to see her. She looked healthier for sure. The wig was a little different. Now, Wendy was always good for coming outside with the messy wig. That was like her everyday wig. And then she had her talk show wig. So this seems like, got a bang to it. But she seems healthy. She looks better than what we've seen. That's promising. Now, the fan didn't state what she sound like, and like what did it seem like where her mental was, because she was diagnosed with early dementia last year. So due to her alcohol, they believe played a huge part in that, and who played a big part in her alcoholism, her ex-husband Kevin Hunter. But anyways, hey guys, I want to interject on this video. Wendy Williams, it wasn't just a fan that took a picture with Wendy. It was actually Dr. Sebi's son. So apparently Wendy and her son went to go visit Dr. Sebi's son, and interested in maybe looking into other alternatives to get her more healthier. So that's all we know so far, and according to him, she actually was very coherent. There was only one time where she looked off into the distance and he wasn't sure, was she like listening or wasn't sure what that was about. But other than that, she seemed to be alert. She was asking the right good questions enough to make him know that she was actually listening to everything that he was saying and responding well. So it seems like Wendy Williams is on the right track to get well, and we'll see what happens from here. But that's what I got. I had to interject while I edit this video because I didn't know who that was. I thought it was a fan. So period. So shout out to Wendy Williams. Hopefully we get to see her soon. Hopefully we get to hear her voice soon. And I don't know, that was really good to see. That's good news. I love Wendy Williams, so shout out to her. Ashanti, okay, baby news. She confirmed that she had a baby boy. I told you guys this a few weeks ago. You guys didn't believe me, but whatever. She had a baby boy a month ago, and she was showing off her post baby body. God, girl, go heal. Like
4 weeks postpartum, you have no idea what this body can do.
We don't need to see you, girl. You would get it. Maybe you snapping back. Maybe that's what she was trying to show. I don't know. Now, we haven't heard a peep out of Nelly since he was arrested and had that ecstasy on him. So, hopefully he got car insurance. And congratulations to, Ashanti and Nelly and the newly wedded couple and parents. And hopefully we get that reality show. And hopefully we'll see what the hell happened with the arrest. What's next? Oh, my God, you guys. Actually, this could be part of my quick hit segment. So I have a segment now called Quick Hits, okay? This is when we're going to breeze past the topic. We're not going to spend that much time on it. So we could go ahead and add Uncle Luke to this because I don't want to spend too much of my time on this at all. But Uncle Luke, who you know from Too Loud Crew. What's your favorite Too Loud Crew song? What's that song like? Dun 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 dun, the big booty hoes. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Doodoo brown. All right. Anyways. I'm not gonna play it, but I'll read you guys what he said. He said male rap is on some bullshit right now. I'm sorry, the females are winning. They're doing everything that I did. I'm still waiting for these girls to send me a effing check. Let's stop right there, because that's wild. You know what? We're going to breeze, but we got to slow it down. We're going to slow down the breeze. I can't slide through there that quick without addressing this, because let's read this again. He said, the males is on some bullshit right now. The females are winning. They're doing everything that I did, so I'm still waiting for these girls to send me a effing check. Well, did you demand any of the guys for the last 30 years to send you a check? I'm confused. Because I'm very confused. So then he called out some of the hottest rappers out there. So he said, I need a check from Ice Spice, who turned her ass around, dropping it like it's hot, and doo-doo browning. I need a check from her. I need a check from Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion, anybody that's running around shaking their ass, talking about and on the records. Just stop by with the check and say thank you, Uncle Luke, for fighting and going to the Supreme Court, allowing us to be able to say what we saying on the records, and we're whipping these men's ass right now because we're doing our thing. And then he also said we're gonna go viral. So I am going to go on the limb here and say that Uncle Luke was being funny and just wanted to say things for shock value, because there is absolutely no way that he means what he say. Now, granted, thank you, Uncle Luke, for fighting in the Supreme Court justice system for us, for pretty much freedom of speech, because the Too Loud Crew was, I think they were trying to charge him for obscenity. The usage of, like, the language and explicitness of it all. And so, I guess he's the reason why we're able to have that explicit banner on the CDs and stuff, and we're able to just, like, just say raunchy things. But the females is not the only ones that's been doing that. The males been doing that since forever. So I don't understand why the girls got to give you a check. You know what I'm saying? Did you ask Lil' Kim for a check in the mid-90s when you were interviewing her with the couple in the back of that interview having sex? Have you guys seen that? That's been going around, floating around forever. Just look it up. Just look up like the Lil' Kim and Uncle Luke interview. He's literally interviewing her, and there's a couple back there doing it. There's people in the back doing it, while a young Lil' Kim, who had to be at least 20 years old, at least 19, 20 years old, no more than that, because that was when her first album dropped. And they're just back there. Not saying that that's like a teenager, but she's still young. But it's just like, she was talking raunchy. Did you talk about asking her for a check? Did you ask Trina for a check? Did you act like, what's going on? Like, why do the girls gotta give you checks? Like, I know do you still owe child support, Uncle Luke? I remember that was a thing a couple of years ago. You was owing child support for all the umpteen kids you got. But stay over there. Ain't nobody got time dealing with your foolishness. He just want to say something. You bored. You just want somebody to talk about you. Well, there you go. Congratulations. You made it to the It Girl Uncensored, period. Anyways, and another quick hit. Oh, baby, we're going to breathe past this one very, very quickly. Cisco, and not the one that we care about. Unleash the Dragon. We're talking about Cisco from Love and Hip Hop. I believe it's New York. And Drea Kelly, R. Kelly ex-wife. You know, the one that be dancing and doing these crazy ass moves and pissing everybody off on the internet that just be getting on our nerves, but living her best life nonetheless. So keep doing you, girl. Apparently they have been it's unclear. It came out that they were together for 11 years, but I guess they'd known each other for 11 years. But at some point they developed a relationship within this 11-year run. I don't care. I don't know if you guys care. I just don't. Cisco, I don't even watch 11 Hip Hop anymore, but when I did, I just know that Cisco has some emotional issues. Cisco was always crying about something, and I think he was married. Then when he having an affair, and then seeing Santana, you know, the one, Joe Budden's baby mama and Erica Mena's ex-girlfriend, he tried to hit for a hit. Like, she was working on a song for her brother, I think, that had passed away, and he wouldn't have released, like, the song to her unless she slept with him or something like that. He's a part of the Creep Squad, clearly. That's what they call us. So that's Peter Guns, that's Rich Dollaz, and the Creep Squad. So our Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly, is dating Cisco, who's a part of something called the Creep Squad. And R. Kelly is in jail for messing with underage girls. So, Drea Kelly, you have a type. And I don't care about this at all. But do you, boo? We're going to move on because I just don't give a damn. Next, Young Miami and Joe Budden is going at it again. Okay? Joe Budden has been on Young Miami's neck for quite some time now. In the Who team are you on with the City Girls between JT and Young Miami? Joe Budden is clearly on JT's side. JT was actually on the show recently. But Young Miami and Joe Budden are at odds again because Joe Budden finally went one of his songs. What song is that went gold? He has a song that went gold after like 20 years, y'all. Pump It Up. Pump it up. Joe Budden hit record Pump It Up is officially certified gold. It was released in 2003. Young Miami retweeted and she had a whole bunch of laughing emojis. And then she said, Joe Budden had tweeted and said it would be too easy. Young Miami said, another one bites the dust, remember? You was just celebrating when you thought I took an L. I can laugh. You was just laughing at me, so let's laugh. And she said, I'm beefing with a bunch of men. This is sad. Protect black women. The reason why I just rolled my eyes just now is because it's like, girl, don't try to pull that card. They're both wrong and right. Okay? Joe Budden, she laughed at you. You have the right to clap back because he did. Young Miami, he's been on your neck for a long time. So you have the right to laugh. However, I need you to take your laugh and laugh in silence. Because right now, me and my friend was having a conversation about this. You're in the redeeming stage. You're in the redeeming stages right now. So I get that you want to poke fun at him, but that's not the time because your solo career is non-existent right now. You said it yourself on your podcast that the record label is saying that there's no growth in your music. Now, I think that's kind of odd since JT ain't talking about much different from what the City Girls are talking. I don't feel like hers is that far removed from what they've been talking about. However, they feel like Carisha, they just not feeling her. So, Joe Budden has also laughed at, he's laughed at Young Miami's who go by Carisha, just for those who may be a little confused by me switching off the names, because sometimes I get confused. I don't know, are we calling her Young Miami or are we calling her Carisha? But anyway, he said, while I'm happy that Carisha is able to laugh after a difficult year, I'm a little surprised that she has found enough time to laugh. I ain't gonna hold you up. This is the time where Young Miami, she could have paused the laugh because she has to work on rebranding and getting back on the public's good side. She has issues with Diddy right now, or disassociating herself from Diddy, which I think we all can agree that we believe that she's probably still in communication with Diddy. I don't think any of us believe that she don't see Diddy anymore. Let me know in the comments if you think that Carisha and Diddy are still seeing each other or still in communication. I think it's both. But she does have to prove herself right now. It's a lot of people that's counting her out. One of my friends was like, well, is she not allowed to redeem herself? Yeah, but it has to be some time. Like, you just got back. You definitely was pissing on everybody when you thought you were up, and that's the problem. I feel like this does need to go into a whole different video, so I don't want to make this a long drawn out thing, but I will say, in my unsolicited opinion, I think that Young Miami needs to focus on this next phase of her career, and when she starts to win again, because I do believe that she will win again and have another winning season. I think everybody can. Most people can be redeemed. I can't say everybody. But in this case, if she does it right, it's possible that Young Miami can get back in the good favor of the public. But right now is not the time for her to be laughing immediately at Joe, because one, yeah, it took 20 years, but it's still an accomplishment. Like, honestly, this is why she doesn't need to be laughing. I'm about to tell y'all right now. If we go to Spotify, Young Miami has 193,651 monthly listeners. So a little under 200,000 monthly listeners. JT has 5 million listeners. So honestly, Young Miami is not in the business to be laughing at anybody, especially when and Joe Budden monthly listeners. I don't know if y'all still listening to Joe Budden, because all I know is Pump It Up and that one song with Marcus Houston, but he got 700,000 something monthly listeners. So yes, Young Miami, I understand you want to get your get back, but your get back at him and Academics, who's been heavy on your freaking neck, but he's just really irrelevant because whatever. You need to be focused on getting yourself together and figuring out what's the next phase and making this be your winning season. When you get in your winning season, you can prove everybody that counted you out wrong, and then that's when you can go laugh and poke fun at the fact that it took them 20-something years to go gold. When in the era, a lot of people were just going straight platinum and it wasn't that difficult. So that's when you can poke your fun. Joe, lighten up. Chill out. But, he ain't got to chill out. Shit. He have his allegiance towards JT, and, I understand his reasons. So, I don't know. I just, then the whole protect black women, it's just like, girl, you really don't want to go down that rabbit, because people pick and choose when they want to use that term, and it's like, she's trying to get that sympathy roll out, and I think the way she went about things when she was with Diddy, and now it's just like, hey, you guys, I'm back down to earth. What's up? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. So I do believe in you, girl. I do think that she could be redeemed. I also think that she's still dealing with Diddy, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I want to talk about J-Lo and Ben Affleck again, but I think I need to do that in another video. Like, this is the definition of spinning the block goes wrong. I feel like I want to really dive into that, but they are getting a divorce. Jennifer Lopez filed on the 2nd anniversary of their wedding, and she didn't even have a lawyer. She filed herself. They've been separated though since April. That's what she, put in the court documents, and it's just really sad because this was a major spin the block in like entertainment history. Like, their love for each other, Bennifer back in the day was so like epic. And then it was just an epic fail. And then to see them to come back together. And I just know how excited she was to get back with him. Like, that's like the love of her life. And just to have it blow up in her face like that is crazy. I want to do another video on it. But I will say a lot of factors have played into why they're breaking up. But one of the things is I find is interesting about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck is that she put a lot of their business on, and a lot of personal letters that Ben wrote to her as of 20 years ago for the world to see. All for an album that nobody asked for. So you made your husband uncomfortable by displaying his most vulnerable and intimate moments with you for music that nobody asked for, no one is yearning for, and nobody give a damn about. No shade, because I like J-Lo. This Is Me Then is my album. And also the one that got, Love Don't Cost a Thing on it is my album as well. Even though you got Christina Milian and Ashanti singing background vocals on, Ain't It Funny and I'm Real. But nobody asked for new music, which is why the tour was canceled. Like, girl, I feel like their breakup in a nutshell comes down to the same issues that they had before, and they both were trying to prevent from having the same issues as before. Ben was trying to compromise, and J-Lo, I don't think she was. I don't know what she compromised, because Ben said it himself, like the same issues he was like, he don't like for their business to be out in public. That was the issue before. And then he decided to go against how he felt. And I just blew up in both their faces. We're going to do another video into it, but do you guys, I'm going to do it anyway. I was going to ask you, do y'all want it? But I'm going to do it because I want to talk about it because I'm sad. Because I was rooting for them. I was rooting for y'all. But nonetheless, that's a spin of the block case gone wrong. In other makeup to breakup news, I don't have the energy for this. Y'all, really quick. Keke Palmer and her baby daddy, I think they got back together, y'all. I'm tired and I'm about to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't even want to do this with them. I love Keke Palmer. I do. That's my girl. I love her. I do. What is that? He done took my sock, child. Anyway, I love Keke. I really do. But, girl, keep us out the group chat. Keep us out the group chat. Her and her baby daddy. First of all, people were speculating that she was pregnant again. And, or was it a burrito? We don't know. She was spotted co-parenting with her baby daddy Daurius. We don't know if they're back together. But we've been seeing a lot of them lately. And the rumors is rumoring. Now, I think recently she was at somebody's wedding. I was at work, so I really didn't get a chance to see who wedding it was. But I did see that she said she don't know why the person in the picture, whoever it was, had put their hand by her stomach or whatever. But she said she shouldn't. I hope she's not pregnant with all the liquor that she was drinking the night before. So, I mean, you can say that. That don't mean anything. You also told us, did an April Fool's joke about being pregnant or something about that, right? And she ended up being pregnant or something. I don't know. Girl, Daurius basically said that you were a mom and pretty much dragged you for being at Usher's concert and wearing provocative clothing. And then y'all ended up getting into it, breaking up, you released images that look like he was abusing you, but we wasn't the video, it was just still images. Daurius said that he was trying to get his phone from you. With that information, it kind of does look like that's what it was. It's really hard to tell because we didn't really have the video. So because the public is in favor of Keke Palmer and we don't know or care about Daurius or his brother that's an actor, the public was really more so on Keke's side. But then Daurius released some audio and conversations between him and Keke. Then her mom and Usher got caught with a stray. It's just too much that goes on with Keke and Palmer. It gets a lot of mess. If y'all are back together and if that's what you want, Keke, cool. I don't want to hear about this no more. Do y'all? Because I don't. I just want to say, I think I've been doing really good about looking over here versus over here. I'm going to sometimes still look over here because I'm cute or whatever. But I've been kind of doing good with this YouTube thing. Haven't I, y'all? I think so. Anyways, that's how to toot my own horn. Beep, beep. Leave us out the group chat. I don't care about it. I'm just over it. I'm really over it. Like, I don't know what to say about it. It's just, y'all are toxic. Y'all both are toxic. They both are toxic. From Keke may be a little more toxic, though. I love her, though, nonetheless. Keep us out the group chat. I don't want to hear about us no more. If y'all break up in silent. I don't care. I don't want to see y'all blast each other no more. I don't want to see none of that. Somebody else who need to keep us out the group chat. Tamar Braxton. I'm going to take Martian, you guys. I am. But Tamar Braxton and Colonel what's his name? JR. I'm going to tell y'all what somebody said in the comments. She crashed out on social media about I'm a couple of weeks late on this. I think it was like last week. She crashed out on social media and was saying that she should have never came back to the Braxtons and they're ruining her marriage because apparently her and JR is his name JR? They got married in February or something like that. Child, she done married this white man. And no shade, I ain't got nothing against white people. But I'm going to tell y'all what somebody said because this sent me. Child, somebody said crying over a man that would have sold you a few eras ago is diabolical. I haven't been able to catch my breath since. Because, like, when you think about it, Like, listen, I don't care. You love who you love. I personally don't like intentional interracial dating, even if it's intentional, that's still your business and not mine, and you got to live your life, so it shouldn't matter to me. It doesn't pay me any bills, pay any of my bills or whatever, but I don't like when it's intentional, like you're just trying to date outside your race for whatever reason. However, when you think about it, you put it like that, it kind of make you look at interracial dating a little different, even more, because it's like, damn, because you going, I don't want to see any of us going outside over a man. But a couple of eras ago, he definitely would have sold you for sure. And you, Tamar, leave us out the group chat. I'm gonna take Martian. Tamar, I love you. I talked to you on Twitter years ago. Like, I literally am like one of your biggest fans. But girl, this is a separate video as well. But I'm gonna say, we tired. I think she crashed out, talked about the Braxtons, their family's toxic and all this other stuff. She deleted her Instagram, came back a couple of hours later and told us that we only care about negative things. She tried to make it seem like she only put that out there just to prove a point. But I think she was just crashing out at the moment because she's get overly emotional. And I think, ain't Tamar Pisces? I think she was Pisces, I think. He done embarrassed her with that Tommy girl. Like, I feel like once you get outed for cheating and eating a girl ass, how can y'all come back from that? Like, and you probably went to go kiss Tamar in the mouth. I'm not in the mood. I just feel like he embarrasses her too much. And she be going outside over these men. She does not have the best taste in men. I honestly think that she was better off going back to Vince. But according to the streets and allegedly the mama, Vince was biting fingers. Allegedly. What's the other guy name? Was it David? Well, David almost sent her to glory. Well, she almost sent herself to glory over David. And now she got this JR dude who we don't like him. She was on Carlos King's show and she was just like, y'all do not like that man. We don't, and we would like to get past this. I would like for you to get past this. And it's not that we only care about negative things, Tamar, because there are times where you're singing and they post you on the blogs or things like that. It's just that, one, you're more famous for your drama and how you respond, and you telling us your business, like with you and JR. That's why that just becomes more popular than what we need to be talking about, which is your music. And all the Braxtons got bad taste in men, because the segue into the next story, we'll deal with Tamar another time. I'm going to pray for you, girl, but you need to leave that man alone. Self-esteem got to be in the deep, dark pits of hell for you to still be putting up with the disrespect that this man display to you and for the world to see. So, yeah, I am not here for this relationship. You did not ask me my opinion. I love you, girl. I listen to you down, but no. Trina Braxton, husband is trash, too. Nobody in that family know how to pick him. Nobody. Down to the mama. Nobody knows how to pick a man in there. Every last one of y'all husbands been trash. So the Braxtons is back on. As you guys know, they lost their sister Tracy Braxton 2 years ago, who husband ain't either. No shade. And her Trina husband Vaughn, he did not see the difference in her grieving for Tracy and her grieving for her ex-husband Gabe. Now, if you watch Braxton's Family Values, you know that her and Gabe had the most toxic relationship, but she married that man twice. And even though Gabe was cute and adorable at times, Gabe just was a hot mess, and their relationship was a hot mess. However, that was to her husband, and he was a stepfather to her 2 children. He stepped in when their birth father, who we don't know who that is and where he is, he's not in their life. And she was married to him about 16 years, I believe she said. So for Vaughn, her husband, to say, and this, I think her and Vaughn were married for about a year when Gabe passed away from cancer, God rest his soul. And basically Vaughn was saying that he felt like her grieving for him was a bit much. So he was, he was jealous. He felt the way. And he's pretty much comparing her grieving. I guess how she grieved Gabe is the same as how she grieved Tracy, which he felt like he could understand grieving Tracy the way she is because that's her sister. But why? How dare you grieve your ex-husband like that. So I guess to him, he said something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, but it was to the point like, I guess it made him second guess her love for him because she's grieving. But I'm here to say this because I actually had this conversation with a couple of my coworkers like a couple of months ago about this, and I don't care. I can be married right now with children, let's say in the next couple of years. If I ever in my life hear that my ex-boyfriend that I spent the good juicy 20s of my life, the good juicy 20s, good portion of my life with that man, love that man down, okay? There's never going to be a point in time where I won't mourn him and be devastated. There's never going to be a time. And I don't think it matters if I'm in love and married. That is somebody that, yes, I would like to run him over with a truck. Of course. I do. Today, I will. Don't quote me on that. But like, there's never going to be a time. I'm going to be devastated regardless. And I'm probably going to be in shambles for quite some time. You can't tell nobody how to grieve. And I'm trying to sympathize and look at it on the other side. On the other hand, I guess it appears like, well, damn, did you still love him? And that's what some of the guys that I come across, because there's a lot of guys that I find that is really against something like this, grieving over an ex. And they look at it like, well, damn, you could have been with him. And it's just like, that does not mean I want to be with him. But that does not mean I don't care about him. And I'm very sad. That's somebody I spent some years with. I don't give a damn if you cared about him. It hurts. So I guess it's a stab to a male's ego to see you crying in the corner over another man that's not even here. So now you yourself is competing with the ghost. And that's on you. You don't even have to. And what I witnessed, they have a podcast together, Trina and Vaughn, and what I witnessed in this podcast episode, or the clips that I saw, it was a very long, lengthy clip. I don't like how he talked to her. I don't like how he treat her. You don't have a nice husband. He does not offer you a safe space to grieve, Trina. He doesn't. Honestly, this marriage ain't the best either. Gabe wasn't really good, and this ain't either. I wanted to do recaps of the Braxton's show since it's been on. It's a lot, because I kind of feel like I need to go back and watch the old episodes to give like a really great opinion on it. However, I will say the issues with the sisters starts with the parents, specifically the mom. I love Evelyn Braxton, but she is definitely the root, and I think they all know that, but nobody wants to say it. And in a sense, they are all still scared of their mom, and Tracy still acts like she's scared of her mother. We've seen it in the episode with Ayanna Fix My Life with the Braxtons, and I've seen the way that Trina retreats when her mom cut into her like she's a child. I saw that with Vaughn. And the way he was cutting into her and talking to her gave me that same vibe. She was stuttering over her words. She couldn't even form a sentence properly. It's like she was a little kid. And I don't like the way he talked to her. I don't like it. And she had to watch her sister pass away, and she admitted that she wasn't strong enough to see that, and she thought that she was. And now she is having a hard time. I'm pretty sure she's dealing with a lot. There's a lot of people she's grieving. Gabe, their niece, they don't really talk about it often, but I'm pretty sure that's still grieving. Their brother lost their daughter. Tracy, it's a lot of stuff that she has going on. Tony's health is always wavering. Tamar almost took herself out. It's a lot. But it just seems like when she was even grieving Gabe, that she felt guilty and it wasn't a safe space for her. She said that she felt like Bond was punishing her for that. And to him, he's looking at her grieving Tracy, and it's just like he doesn't see the difference, and I guess he feel like it should be. But she spent a lot of years with this man, and this man was a father to her children, and that's just very unfortunate. And it doesn't seem like there's a safe space for her at all, which is why it seems like she's just losing her mind. We don't like him for you. Next husband, cause y'all got trash tasted men, and my tasted men ain't the best either. So I'm right there with y'all, which is why I'm able to say, get up and leave. Stand up. You don't need this. You could be doing bad all by your damn self. I ain't like how you talk to her. Anyways, I never cared for him anyway. Something was off with him, but whatever. What's next? Is that all? I know we got a lot. That was a lot. I am going to do a separate video about Nicki Minaj because, baby, it's a lot in the news. She unfollowed JT and Ice Spice. That blogger, YouTuber, nosy hoe. She, there's an update in that case or whatever. There's some recent leaked footage of her husband's tape, interrogation tape from when he was accused of SAN. What's her name? Jennifer Huff or Hugh. And it's a lot. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. Sorry about the segue. However, this is a part of it too. Meg Thee Stallion will be hosting the VMAs, but it seemed like it's in spite of Nicki Minaj. So that's something else that I want to talk about. So we're going to do Nicki news later. Y'all know I work at the plant. I'm tired and I got like 2 doctor's appointments. So I can't promise I'm going to get that video out today. But this week, look for several videos from me. So that is all for It Girl Uncensored. And I am your girl, Cece, Pop Culture It Girl. And I had a co-host, but he left me. He's gone. I don't know where Tico went, but I guess he'll be back. He's probably in my bed sleep. So there's that. Please like and subscribe, you guys. I am so excited. We're growing every day, so I'm really excited that people are really starting to engage and tap into, the process and watch my journey. I'm tweaking some new things, changing a couple of new things, and, we redecorate or whatever. Y'all tell me what y'all think of the new decorations. So whatever. If you know, you know. But anyways, look out for some more videos from you guys. We got a lot. That's what I want to talk about. Wait, hold the press. Judge Mathis and his wife are divorcing. Okay. Actually, this is really quick. I don't have much information, but I'm trying to figure it out. But Judge Mathis and his wife have been married for 39 years. Judge Mathis is 64 years old. And I was thinking, well, why would she be divorcing? It had to be something dealing with cheating, right? Child, why they say Judge Mathis got a baby? He got a side baby. That's all I got. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. I also heard that. Damn, Latto. Okay. We can't leave yet. Hold on. Latto. Well, shout out to Latto because Honey Sugar Iced Tea or Sugar Honey Iced Tea is on the Billboard 200 at 31. Now, she don't have any singles that's debuting on chart 100, but the album is number 31. So that's kind of cute, right? It was last week it was 15, so it dropped down, but it's still on the charts. She recently shaded her father, but the tea I heard her and 21 Savage broke up. So here's the thing. We don't know for sure her and 21 Savage was ever together. We've been putting the pieces together for the past couple of years, but I heard that they may be broken up. But then I also hear that they break up often. So we don't really know. According to Latto, we don't know. That's what she said. We don't know. So I don't know if anything come up about her and them breaking up. and she started talking single mess, you know where you heard it. But really quickly, I want to just talk about I think I may have this as a separate video. I have a lot of separate videos I want to get into because I don't want to drown this out too long. But she shaded her father, so her and her dad have a strained relationship. But she posted, it was a story where this girl, she's a pilot on a plane, and she surprised her dad by being the pilot of the plane that he was on. And I guess she posted the clip and said, "Oh, my dad steals from me and tells everyone I'm in the Illuminati," with laughing emojis. People were trying to drag her, but clearly that was an emotional response, or whatever. Because I understand when things still hurt you, but you're just trying to like laugh it through, and just like that's your coping mechanism. Because I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not anywhere crying in a corner because of my situations with my birth father or my stepfather. However, I do acknowledge that my relationship with them is trash, and how I'm being treated is trash. And so I sometimes will see a post and I just be like, oh, must be nice. I know nothing about that. So I know what it's like to be shady, but that's still coming from a place of hurt. More so annoyance from me, but I'm not about to sit there and act like, it's not some type of emotional, trauma there. But last year she did a cover of Double XL, and she said, "I had a lot of regrets mixing family and business. That's like one of my biggest regrets. I was introduced to everyone with my dad as my manager, and now we don't even speak. So it's like I hate that." That's what she said. So her and her dad don't speak, and that was last year, and apparently they still don't speak. That's very, very unfortunate. Damn, Latto out here with daddy issues. It's weird because when she was on that one show, when she was younger, you just knew her dad was more influential, and I've always wondered at what point did her dad stop being her manager. And hopefully maybe she'll open up one day. We don't really know too much about Latto the real Latto. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why people get so annoyed with her. That's going to be in my Rap Girl video. The Rap Girl video is coming. I know I've been saying it, but it's coming this week because it's always something new happening, and I really want to present it to you guys correctly. So, but yeah, what do y'all think about that? And are y'all listening to Sugar Honey Iced Tea? Because I do enjoy that album. It's a great album. No, it's a great listen. But anyways, please like and subscribe. It's your girl CC, and this is It Girl Uncensored, and I am out.